What's up and welcome. This is Chuck, also known as Basic Land Shark here. Thanks for clicking on the video. We're going to be playing some Green Red Storm by Bryant Cook. I found this deck on MTG Goldfish in the player made decks, and then 1 or 2 days later I saw him touting it on Twitter, and it was very fun to play. So I saw that within the same 2 days and figured I would rent the deck and try it in some tournament practice games. So looks like the idea behind the deck is fairly typical Storm stuff. I should note that I did change 3 cards. I changed 3 main deck copies of Veil of Summer, which must have been a hedge for something like Blue-Red Murktide. I changed 3 copies of that card for 3 copies of Noxious Revival. I just didn't know what else to change it for. But it's a fairly typical Storm deck. We want to Grape Shot our opponent out of the game, or use Past in Flames and things like Empty the Warrens to take over the game. We have a Wish board, and our 2 Storm Bears are Goblin and Archomancer and Bergie, God of Storytelling. They kind of let us go off without having copies of Baral or Goblin Electromancer. I kind of wonder if there is a Team or Storm deck somewhere that abuses all those cards, but maybe not. Anyways, back to business here. Past in Flames is one of the best ways to kill the opponent. Lets us buy back all of our spells, and yeah, fairly typical Storm stuff. We just want to play all of our rituals, make a bunch of mana, find Grape Shot, and kill the opponent. So let's try that out in some tournament practice games and see how it goes. Let's use this opponent. This is actually Marin Moon. This ought to be pretty cool. I will keep this hand. No possible play, yield all. Let's play Wooded Foothills and pass turn. What is this going to be? Ooh, Soul Sisters. Okay. Alright, I don't think we need a land right now, so we can keep the Abundant Harvest. If we play a pathway land, that pretty much tips our hand, I think. What we need to do is find one of our Storm Bears. It's possible we're supposed to Manamorphose that turn. Is this Soul Sisters with a twist of Death and Taxes, maybe? Or they just run an Errant Ghost Quarter? Squadron Hawk. Interesting. So plan is to go and get more Squadron Hawks here and gain a bunch of life that way. So we did not need another land off the top there at all. Let's go ahead and cast Abundant Harvest here, and that should tell the opponent a little bit about what we're on. Crap, we drew Grape Shot. That was terrible. Just terrible. Gonna Manamorphose for something here. We'll make red-green in case we draw an Anathemancer. And we drew another land. Come on. And that was a terrible draw as well. Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe we do want to pay for the miracle cost. I don't like this hand. Okay, now what can we do? Anything good here? It enters tapped. Crap. Well, I like my hand much better. Opponent played Oketra's Monument. Half expected Force of Virtue. It works better in a token strategy, I feel like. But it is very good in Mono White. So it looks like our opponent also has some Flagstones shenanigans going on. Ranger of Eos, that's not going to be good for us. We really need to combo off next turn. I think our hand is well suited. So if we survive this turn, which we should, I think we'll be okay. Wow. So we go to 12 here. Alright, sequencing. I think it's correct to play an Archomancer here. Yeah, they gain some life. It's gonna make it hard to kill them. Ritual. Play Bergie. We're gonna have to always yield to these triggers. They're slowing me down. Let's make another 3 mana. Ritual. Green. Ritual. Always yield to that trigger. And I think we want to grab... We have 7 counters on the stack. I think we want Past in Flames here. Okay, got there. So that looked pretty deterministic. Was pretty worried about losing the following turn if we didn't go off there. So, how do we want to sideboard versus Soul Sisters? Most of these are one-shot targets out of the sideboard that we get with our card Wish. So, what can we expect our opponent to do? Probably bring in Graveyard Hate, so we might want to bring in Empty the Warrens now. Although, it's better just to leave it in the sideboard and grab it with Wish. Perhaps we want Lightning Bolt. That might be better than the 3rd copy of Noxious Revival. These are just probably air. It's not a very meta deck, so we don't really have a lot for it. Maybe the 1 of Lightning Bolt will matter. We'll see. This is a craptastic hand. So we have to mull that for sure. This this also doesn't look very keepable to me, so we'll ship that as well. This looks keepable. Keep, and we have to put 2 cards on the bottom. We'll bottom Grape Shot, and we'll bottom the second copy of Abundant Harvest, I think. Let's lead off here with a Copperline Gorge. Play Abundant Harvest, and let's go for a land, I think. Okay, Stomping Grounds. Card is very good at grabbing lands. So we're probably going to have to win this game without a graveyard. How's about a turn 2 Burgie? That work? So my opponent might be playing stuff like Solitude. We'll see. They might have an answer for it here. I think this long pause means Burgie's. Yep. Okay. We saw it coming. This card is very, very strong. That's annoying. Sequencing here. I think we do want to play Strike It Rich this turn, so we'll shock in. And can't quite play that yet. They have Skyclave Apparition for our Anarchomancer. Now, I guess a Ritual would be the best draw here. Manamorphose would be the best draw here, actually. Underworld Breach. We can't really cast that, I don't think. I think we need to save that for a future turn. Wow, second Skyclave Apparition. That's rough. Solitude into double Skyclave. Yeah, I think we can go ahead and scoop this. This doesn't feel beatable to me. Not without a way to make our spells a little cheaper. Back on the play. Okay, this hand looks very good. We don't have to really search for Grape Shot. I mean, this could be better as any other card, really, but I like that it has Goblin and Archomancer and Manamorphose. You know, a couple ways to make mana seems really good. I don't know why the tracker is not working. Hello, Icon has opponent. Okay, we'll go ahead and play Stomping Grounds tapped here, pass the turn. Opponent plays Windbrist Heights. Go ahead and slam this Crag Crown Pathway down. Play our Goblin and pass. The Goblin Shaman. There's the Rest in Peace. Okay. Looks like Noxious Revival won't be doing much this game. We can still cast it though. It still counts as a spell for Grape Shot. Do we try and go off this turn? I think we do, right? So we'll play the Stomping Grounds. Shock this in. Go ahead and play Ritual here. Play Metamorphose. Make red green. We drew a land. That sucks. Underworld Breach not really going to do anything here. It does count as another spell though. I don't really think that we should have done this way, but it is what it is. That's what was in our hand. Okay, no play from our opponent. You love to see it. They must have removal again. Maybe that's all they had was the Rest in Peace, and that's why they kept the hand. Ooh, Past in Flames. Not doing much this game either. The Rest in Peace really shutting us down. What we need to do is find the card Wish. I think that's our best card. We can wish for a Wilt. Wilt away the Rest in Peace. I think I'm fine with Oketra's Monument. Opponent doing a little bit of our own game here, making things less expensive. Strike it Rich. Another card that this Rest in Peace hoses. I think we'll move to attacks here. Another pause before taking damage. Does my opponent have the Solitude? They might. Ghost Quarter, Legion Conquistador. Okay, that's just another copy of Squadron Hawk. Functional reprint. Ooh, look at this. Enters the battlefield with a token. No, that was from Oketra's Monument. Sorry. Not only does it make white spells cheaper, but alright, so our opponent now has blockers. That land, not what we were hoping to see there. What do we do? Do we bother to attack? I don't think we do. I think we just play land. Pass the turn, sadly. At this point, I think we're just a sitting duck. Waiting for our opponent to do terrible things like Force of Virtue. That's not good. This looks like last game, doesn't it? Only this time they have Rest in Peace. What is happening? I think the wheels are falling off. And I don't get the pleasure of scooping this time. I already scooped one up, so... Soul Warden, you say? I guess it's kind of cool that that card came last. Well, I'm taking the damage. Go to 8. Do we have any way to deal damage out of the sideboard if we draw Wish? Grape Shot, yes. So I'm hoping to draw the card Wish next turn. So I want to fetch and thin the deck. Let's go grab a mountain. Not what we needed. Not what we needed at all. Play a chump blocker, they gain a life. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. GG's. Oh well. Not a great showing there, but hopefully you got to see how the deck operates a little bit. I'm gonna end this video, see what kind of storage is left on my computer because I'm running out of storage. And we'll go ahead and call that a wrap. Everyone have a great day, great night, wherever you're at in the world. This is gonna be Chuck, aka Basic Land Sharks, signing off. Peace.